Steve Post from Motor Racing Network here at the Racing Electronics Display. Motor Racing Network, we have a lot of fun, and a lot of times when we do a broadcast, they'll throw it down to me to talk about one of my kids. And one of my kids are kids that race Legends cars at Summer Shootout. I've been doing stuff for years and years, and this is one of my kids that's here. She hasn't ran with us as much as Charlotte, runs at Atlanta, but Emma Britt joins us. Hey, Emma, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I am fantastic. Legends car racer from down in the Georgia area. You started in Bandalos. How'd you get started in racing? Where'd you get the racing bug at?
I got the racing bug because I've grown up around racing my whole life. I'm a second generation, and one of the drivers that raced for my dad kept a Bandolero, and I got hooked the second I jumped in that race car.
What did you think? What were some of your first memories of running that Bandolero and the adrenaline and the speed that you had in that car?
So the first couple of memories I had when I started racing my Bandolero was my first win and that feeling, and it just felt like I caught a bug instantly. And I also remember my first wreck as a moment of and I don't know if a lot of drivers relate to this or not, but the second I got in my wreck, everybody's like, oh, she's gonna quit. And I was like, no, let's go get it fixed. I want to get back out there. I want to fix my mistake. I've always been that way about wrecks. I want to get back out there. I made a mistake and I want to fix it, and I want to get back out there. And that was something that I feel like I've always had and carried with me ever since, and I've enjoyed so much, and I love looking back.
That is really cool. That really truly is. And yeah, that first wreck is a moment of reckoning. It really truly is. All right, so you raced the number 38. Is there a significance to that?
Yes, sir. It was my dad's number, and now it's mine.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Taking over the family name and the family number as well. One of the honors that you've had is that you won the David Reagan Sportsman of the Year award. David is just one of the guys in this sport that I respect so much. What did that mean to you to win the award in David's honor?
It meant so much to me on a deeper level because Mr. Ken Reagan, that does so much for our legend car community in Georgia, to win that, it truly felt like an honor. If you listen to some of his stories and his son's stories and their traveling and how they made David make it into NASCAR as well as Ken, it's really an honor to be even compared to such an amazing name like his.
Yeah, Ken Reagan is just one of the choice people on the planet, and his involvement with Legends car racing, his involvement with racing himself and with David and everything, Ken Reagan is just one of the finest guys. If you're tied and aligned with the Reagan family, you're in really, really good shape. All right, so I mentioned this, that you do most of your racing down in your home state of Georgia, but tell me about getting the chance to come up to Charlotte Motor Speedway, because that's kind of the mecca of it for the Summer Shootout.
It's a blast. I feel like every time you walk in those gates, you feel like a NASCAR driver. It feels official when you come into Charlotte. The second you hit North Carolina, everybody knows what kind of car you race. They know what Summer Shootout is. You got billboards leading up, and you can feel the adrenaline pumping, and it's a wonderful experience. And especially when I go back, I always remember on that memory of when I won my first ever time there, and when I got introduced in Victory Lane, and they told me I made history as the first woman to do that, and it's really a dream come true. And every time I come in there, I have high hopes to bring another trophy home.
How's the intensity level, though, of the Summer Shootout?
It's very intense because you're running against the best of the best. I mean, these kids and grown-ups have been racing for a long time, and you're running against the best of the best, and it's a fantastic experience, though.
It really, truly is. So, Emma, a couple other things. I want to go a little off track with you. You are a senior in high school. Obviously, I'm sure everyone knows what you do, but what's the reaction while everyone else is doing high school football games and all the other stuff? You're out racing your car. What's the reaction of all your high school buddies and friends?
It's really shocking when a lot of people find out that I race race cars, because I don't look like your typical race car driver, I feel like. But I've always gotten a good bit of positive feedback, especially from my school. I was very blessed that they treated it like a normal sport with abstinence, yes. So they said that this is not going to get treated like it's a not normal sport. This is going to be treated like baseball and basketball with your absences. When I got serious about chasing national championships and I just didn't have the time to really sit down and learn in class, and I needed more of an online base, they actually started an online school for racers, the Speed U booth out there. Their son, the owner of the school, his kids raced, and that's how he knew about racing and what it was like for me and as a youth racer. And I'm really grateful for the experience and to be with a lot of fellow classmates all across the country who raced, and it's been a really cool, supportive program.
It really truly is. It's fascinating you talk about that, because my daughter, who is 23 years old, in high school, so many of her friends race, but we're in Charlotte. That makes sense in Charlotte, and literally she would go to Summer Shootout to see her friends race, and I thought that was cool. It was like Friday night high school games, so that's really fascinating to get your perspective on it. All right, so I was snooping around on your social media, and I see you went for a ride. You drove a Tesla vehicle with the Redneck Trucker. Now, there's a story across all of this. The Redneck Trucker is a social media guy who's a Redneck Trucker. How in the wide world of sports did you end up in a Tesla with the Redneck Trucker?
So I went to the Bennett Reefs Across America event at Atlanta Motor Speedway. They host it every year, and it's a wonderful experience to go to. If you're ever around and you want to go check it out and donate to that amazing charity, it's for a great cause. Y'all should go. It's amazing. And I'm hooked up with Bull Snot. That's one of my sponsors, and the Redneck Trucker is also sponsored by him. And we were at the event, and there was a Tesla truck there, and the truck parking club was there with their Tesla. It's all wrapped in it, and we were all joking around, and they said, here's the key, go drive it. The key is like the size of a credit card. It's literally like a card that you would just swipe, and you put it down on this thing, and I start driving, and I've watched them drag race. Those things blow everyone away. They could probably beat a Corvette. It's insane how much they take off, and I went from 0 to 70 real quick, and it was insane. It was an awesome experience though, and he was cracking me up the whole time we were going. It was a blast.
What was the sponsor? Bull Snot?
Yes.
Okay. I can get the Redneck Trucker having a sponsor named Bull Snot, but I don't know where it fits in with you. What is it?
Bull Snot is they make cleaner. They make glass cleaner. They make so many different types of cleaner. Trucker Bomb, it's more based in the trucking community, but also in dirt racing. They actually have a spray, which if any of y'all race dirt, you spray it before you hit the track, and it actually knocks and repels the dirt off of your car so it doesn't stick and cause extra weight. And it's really neat. All of their products are awesome.
Got to have the Bull Snot before you go racing. I think that's good. Yeah, we've even got the cap here. That is good. That is awesome. That really, truly is. You are here as part of the Hoosier Heroes program. What has this experience been like for you, Emma?
It feels like a dream come true, very surreal. I found out about it about June on social media from one of the previous Hoosier Heroes of 2024, and I clicked on their website and saw, oh, this is really cool. So I spread it amongst my community to go vote, and it went from 5,000 to 25, where you only had a selection, and then I made it into the final 12. And being an official class of 2025 as a Hoosier Hero has been a dream come true. All the people in this behind the scenes of getting to see Hoosier, which is the tire that I got to race, and I remember the first time I got to race a Hoosier tire, and I thought it was so cool. I got to race a tire that my dad and I've grown up around these bigger cars. They came out in the series 2 years after I started racing, and it just was really cool to see all these nice people and see what they do, and it's been a dream come true.
Really, to me, it was fascinating because I was able to get to the reception on Wednesday night. It just, to me, the diversity of racing. We've got everything from an 8-year-old to a drag racing grandma and everything. It's had to be fun for you to be somewhere in the middle of it to see all the diversity of racing.
It has been really cool because you find out about so much. I mean, someone racing on ice and then these road courses, and truly, just like what you said, it's so cool to see all these different people from all across the country and just their stories and all that, and they're such good people. I feel like I'm so happy with the class that I'm with and getting to know all these families. It's been awesome, and I'm really thankful for them because I feel like they're also leading me on a good path, and I can't wait to watch some of them next year and go travel out and watch them race.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like a community, kind of like a family, that's for sure. Finally for you here, where do you want this to go, Emma? I mean, beyond summer shootout victory lanes next summer and everything else, where would you like to see your career go to? Do you have some aspirations? What are they?
I really hope to make it to NASCAR someday. That's my long-term goal, and I know that sometimes it's very hard to get there, and I will be fine with if I become a late model legend. I just want to be known as a driver that if I put her in my race car, she's going to perform. I want to be one of those drivers that they choose to put in their race car because they know I'm a good race car driver, and that's my end goal. I want to become the best race car driver I can be.
Well, I'll tell you what I've seen at Charlotte Motor Speedway, you're right on the course with that. It is awesome. Emma, appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us here.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
There she is, Emma Britt, joining us here in the Racing Electronics Display, part of the Hoosier Heroes program here at PRI in Indianapolis, Indiana.